Space is not the magical, peaceful void of twinkling stars and inspirational speeches. It's not Star Trek. It's more like a death trap wrapped in black velvet. Every single part of the universe outside our atmosphere wants to destroy you, quietly, efficiently, and without apology. There's no air, no pressure, no mercy. Step outside your spaceship without a suit? You'll pass out in 15 seconds. Your saliva will start to boil, and your blood vessels will do a fun little balloon trick. It's like trying to survive inside a vacuum cleaner filled with gamma rays. And speaking of those, let's talk radiation. Earth has this sweet little bubble called the magnetosphere. It's like nature's hazmat suit. But in deep space, you're on your own. Solar flares, cosmic rays, and interstellar radiation want to scramble your DNA like an omelet. Astronauts literally age differently because time, gravity, and radiation get weird the farther you drift from Earth. Basically, space is just one big, "you shouldn't be here" sign with stars on it. Picture this. You're floating peacefully above Earth, thinking deep astronaut thoughts, when suddenly, pop, your spacecraft gets a hole punched in it by a grain of sand moving faster than a bullet. That's a micrometeoroid, and they're everywhere. These things are tiny, like dust-sized, but they're moving at speeds up to 45 miles per second. Not per hour, per second. That's faster than your Wi-Fi giving up when you open 10 tabs at once. Micrometeoroids don't glow like shooting stars or politely knock before arrival. They just appear, pierce whatever they hit, and keep going. If one hits your spacesuit, it's like being sniped by the universe. If it hits your ship, you better hope your engineering team watched every season of MacGyver. NASA tracks bigger space debris. Sure, but these little guys? They're basically invisible and unavoidable. Space is full of high-speed glitter with murder on its mind. Let's say you actually make it to space alive. Congrats. Now your bones are going to abandon you like a bad roommate. Here on Earth, gravity keeps your skeleton working full-time. It's the reason your femur doesn't snap when you walk into the kitchen. But in space, no gravity equals no bone stress equals your bones start dissolving themselves. Like a bored intern with no tasks. Astronauts can lose up to 1% of their bone mass every month in space. That's like aging decades in just a few weeks, except you're in a $1 million tin can eating rehydrated stroganoff while your skeleton says, "Peace out." The solution? Hours of daily exercise on a vibrating space treadmill while strapped in like a spaghetti noodle on a roller coaster. But even then, your body's like, "Why lift weights? We're just floating now." And your bones are like, "Okay, cool, we're out." So yeah, space. Good for existential wonder. Bad for staying upright. Imagine living in a place where up and down are just suggestions. Where every direction is equally useless. That's space. And your brain? It hates it. Your inner ear. The thing that tells you which way is up. How fast you're spinning. And whether you're falling, completely loses its mind in microgravity. You feel dizzy, disoriented, sometimes violently nauseous. Like a motion sickness simulator that never ends. It's called space adaptation syndrome. But really it should be called, your brain throws a fit because physics stopped working. Some astronauts puke, some get migraines, and others just quietly suffer while trying to fix a satellite with the equilibrium of a rubber chicken. Even better, your eyes can change shape in space. That's right, your actual eyeballs flatten. Because fluid shifts to your head and squishes everything. Astronauts have come back with blurry vision and needed glasses for life. So not only does your brain not know where you are, your eyeballs might betray you too. Floating blind with a confused brain. Dreamy. Space isn't just full of stars and silence, it's full of trash. Decades of launching rockets, satellites, and space stations have created a deadly metal halo around Earth. We're talking thousands of dead satellites, rocket parts, and flecks of paint moving at 17.000 miles per hour. Even a loose screw-up there is like a flying buzzsaw. One bolt once hit a satellite and gouged a half-inch crater into solid metal. A bolt. NASA and other agencies track the big stuff. But the small stuff? The invisible, coin-sized, high-velocity junk? That's just playing cosmic dodgeball and you're the target. In fact, the ISS, International Space Station, has to regularly perform collision avoidance maneuvers to swerve around speeding debris. Imagine living inside a $150 billion science tube that occasionally has to drift sideways because someone's ancient rocket chunk is flying at it. Space trash is literally human litter with a kill switch. We're not just polluting oceans. We've polluted TSKY, and it's coming back with attitude. You've heard the phrase, vacuum of space. It sounds calm, almost peaceful, like a fancy silent Dyson. But space isn't quiet because it's serene. It's quiet because it's a murderous void. There's no air, no pressure, no sound. If you popped out of your spacecraft without a suit, it wouldn't be like the movies. You wouldn't explode, but you would die, fast. First, your body's moisture, saliva, eyes, lungs, would start to boil, not from heat, but from lack of pressure. Your chest would expand, not explode, but painfully swell. You'd lose consciousness in 15 seconds. After that, it's a race between suffocation and your blood oxygen levels bottoming out. And if that sounds bad, just wait for the radiation. The vacuum doesn't protect you from solar and cosmic rays. It's like sunbathing inside a microwave while your organs silently give up. There's no wind, no fire, no dramatic sound, just silence, vacuum, and death. A perfect horror movie where the villain is physics. Long-term space travel messes with your brain. And not just in the, I miss Earth, kind of way. We're talking actual, measurable cognitive decline, mood swings, and hallucinations, isolation, confined space, constant mechanical humming, no fresh air, no trees, no sunlight. It's a psychological pressure cooker. Some astronauts have reported mood instability, confusion, depression, even paranoia. There's a reason space agencies put astronauts through endless psychological evaluations. In deep space, your own mind becomes a potential hazard. One wrong twitch of emotion, and someone might start unscrewing the airlock for a quick walk. There's also space fog, cognitive dulling caused by radiation exposure and microgravity. You forget things, you make weird decisions, you start drifting mentally as well as physically. In space, your biggest threat might not be outside the ship. It might be the brain floating inside your own skull.